Sarah, what's up?
Hey, okay, so I was just thinking.
It would still need to be subject to finance, so the underwriting and everything still clears. Okay. All right, you guys, how's it going? My name is Christopher McGee. I'm the owner of Halcyon Real Estate, affiliated with the Keller Williams Market Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Today is the 20th of January, 2025. And here in Salt Lake City, the high temperature today is gonna be about 20 degrees. So I'm staying inside as much as I can, and I'm very happy that these videos are shot indoors. This is the numbers and the nuance. This is where you come every week in order to know exactly what's going on in Utah's housing market. Sarah, what's up?
Hey, okay, so I was just thinking.
It would still need to be subject to finance, so the underwriting and everything still clears. The earnest money would be non-refundable at 5 p.m. on the due diligence deadline. Would have nothing to do with appraisal. Okay? Talk soon, Sarah. Bye-bye. Okay, where was I? So as always, I will go over what my nuanced opinion is of what our numbers show us, numbers I'm pulling right off the MLS, and then I'll go right into showing you what those numbers are with charts that show what the trends are for each of these data points that I'm talking about. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so in last week's video, I pointed out how both housing supply and the number of homes currently under contract unexpectedly bumped up. We don't expect either of those numbers to bump up in the dead middle of winter. But they did last week, and I said, well, the 1 week doesn't make a trend, and not even 2 weeks of data really makes a trend in real estate, but now for 2 weeks, both of those data points have bumped up. And our housing supply or inventory bumping up is particularly good news, because our housing market here in Utah, as we already know, is painfully inflated, and increased housing supply puts downward pressure on that inflation, encouraging lower housing prices. Average home prices did actually drop last week, and I'm going to start telling you what our average home price is and exactly what our median home price is for each week, because it's important to know that it's good to track what the average is, but importantly in Utah, the average of list price and of sold price is not what most buyers are experiencing. Most buyers are experiencing significantly less than what is average. We just have some really high-end expensive homes in certain places in Utah that brings the average up from what most people are experiencing. And interest rates gratefully dropped this last week, making for the lowest interest rates that we've had in the last couple of weeks. Now let's look at these numbers. So as of today, Utah's housing market looks like this. Our current inventory stands at 9,344, which is trending down, but now up for the last few weeks. Last week's average days on market was 68, up from the previous week and trending up. Last week's average list price came to 678,141, a sharp down from the previous week, but we can still see this moderately trending up. Last week's average sold price came to $667,789, making the difference between average list and average sold price in Utah still coming in the buyer's favor to the tune of $11,352. Last week's median sold price was $490,000 on the nose. I think that's important to know, right? Most buyers, the overwhelming majority of buyers in Utah, are buying and selling homes under what that average is, and I think that's important for you to know. Last week, 351 homes were sold, which is exactly the same as the previous week. And this data set trends down through the winter as we would expect. The number of homes currently under contract, like I said, bumped up again to 3,924. Last week, the number of price reductions that happened on homes that were active on the market was 719, down from last week and trending down, but up significantly from the recent trend. This last week, the number of listing contracts that were either canceled, expired, or withdrawn came to 305, which is down just a tiny notch from the previous week. Now, there's always variability on this data set with first of the month and first of the year spikes, but this is trending right now very level. And finally, interest rates as of right now sit at about 7.08 for a 30-year fixed conventional loan, down from the previous 2 weeks. You can see this is trending moderately up from where it was the beginning of the fourth quarter of 2024. And that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me in the comments. I'll be happy to respond. respond. If you or anybody you know is thinking of buying and or selling a home in the coming months here in Utah, especially in Salt Lake County, Utah County, Tooele County, or Davis County, I hope you're comfortable reaching out to me. I'll be more than happy to hear from you and happy to work with you on your team. I always want to make sure my clients are well educated. I want to make sure they never sign anything unless they understand it fully. And of course, I want to work with you in your best interest. Now, if you want to stay updated on Utah's housing market, you'll find no better way than to hit that subscribe and stay up on it with me from week to week. Thanks for watching this week, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, bye-bye.